Hey, what is up everyone? So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Death Watch Mandalorian. So of this wave, this was the only one that I did not order from Amazon. I got this from Dorkside. They shipped it out fairly quickly, but the box is in great shape, and I have heard nothing but good things about this figure, so I cannot wait to get this thing open. And of course, it comes in the Galaxy packaging. Star Wars The Black Series up top. Through the window, you can see the figure. He's got his jetpack on already. So this blaster rifle is very similar to the EE3 that Boba carries. This one's a little bit different. It's got a foregrip, the stock and the scopes. Slightly different, but it's a cool looking weapon. And then you got a West Star 35 blaster pistol down there. And of course, down here, you got Star Wars The Mandalorian and Death Watch Mandalorian. On this side of the box, the front window wraps around, and you have Star Wars The Black Series again down there. And there's the side with the artwork. Great looking picture. I absolutely love this picture. The color's not my favorite, but this is pretty sweet right here. There's a small window on the top of the box. On the bottom of the box, you got the barcode and all this little microscopic print. And there's the back of the box. Same picture as the side. You got a short bio in 5 different languages. The Death Watch Mandalorian is number 21. That's pretty crazy. And then you got some more stuff down there that no one reads. And since we're here, I'll just read the bio real quick. It just says, an extremist clan that attempted to take over Mandalore during the Clone Wars, the Death Watch Mandalorians are tenacious warriors embracing the ancient traditions of their people. All right, I'm going to get the Death Watch Mandalorian open, and let's take a look at him. All right, so here is the Death Watch Mandalorian out of the box, and let's get a good look at him. We'll start up here with the helmet, and this color scheme for the helmet is just beautiful. This shade of blue against this shade, against this kind of greenish shade, is just gorgeous. I love this. And then slightly different shade for the lines back here and for the little vent back here. Great looking helmet. The shape is very nice. The deep black on the visor looks fantastic. The rangefinder, I think my rangefinder is a little bit warped, but it does work. I mean, it goes up and down. Yeah, great looking helmet. And from the neck down, the armor and the undersuit look phenomenal. I mean, the chest armor, nicely done. Got some nice scratches here. Love this blue. Silver looks good. This white is very clean. Yeah, I love this. And then you got some little blue up here. The back looks like that. They actually sculpted some wrinkles in back here, which is very nice. But I love the texturing right up here. Yeah, the lighter gray here of the undersuit in contrast with this just looks fantastic. I love this. Oh, and there's even some sculpt in here. I mean, just nicely detailed. Love this. And as far as arms, we'll just start with the left arm since I'm here. So these shoulder pads are super flexy. I mean, you can see how soft they are. They just bend everywhere. And that's kind of a good thing. But, you know, this Death Watch insignia looks very good. Love the wrinkles on the undersuit. The gauntlet, this kind of greenish blue in contrast with this blue. Just gorgeous. Great detail in here. Love this. Love the armor plate on the back there. The black glove looks very nice. And then on the right side, you have this, which is nicely done, very clean. And again, this shoulder pad is super, just soft as can be. It's kind of cool. And again, great wrinkles there. And then you have this kind of greenish blue and this blue, and great detail in here. Yeah, the gauntlets look great. The belt, love this belt. Love that gold buckle. Nice detail on these pouches, you know, both of them, just fine detail. It just comes around. He's got his butt plate there. Yeah, nicely done. And the holster, kind of a basic holster, but it has a really nice texture, nice leather look to it. Yeah, I love this belt. And as far as legs, I'm loving the mismatched thigh armor. And this looks really, really good. Got some nice clean white paint here. Nice sculpt. So these thigh pads have a nice, just like the shoulder pad, a nice rubbery feel. I mean, you can bend these all over the place. I mean, this is really cool. And it gives the figure just an overall, just a great feel in the hand, the rubberiness of it, you know, here, and here. It just feels really neat in the hand. And that's what the back of the thighs look like. Some great wrinkles. There's the strap for the holster. So getting back to the belt and holster for a second, the belt is a totally separate piece, right? This whole thing can move. This strap that comes around, I think, is glued under here, which is kind of cool. But the belt can move. Pretty sweet. But yeah, the back of the legs look really good. Coming down to these knee pads, I love these. And once again, these knee pads are very flexy and bendy. Great sculpt. Love this little bit of white paint, the U on each one. In fact, speaking of soft and flexy, this right one was way up here right out of the box. It was actually tucked underneath the thigh pad. Fortunately, you can just move this thing down. Yeah, so that's much better, a little more symmetrical. But Yeah, those look really good. And the boots, great sculpt on the boots. Love these wrinkles in here. Love this up top. Great looking. Like you can see the stitching down here on the sole. Love that. Great feel. Great feel on the tops. I mean, just, yeah, some good looking boots. Oh, and there's a little bit of sculpted little thing back there. So from top to bottom, this is one of the best looking figures they've done in a while. All right, so next let's take a look at articulation on this guy. So he's got some really good side to side at the head. He's got some great tilt. He's got some side to side at the neck. He's got some really good down, some really good up. He's got some forward and back of the neck. I mean, just from the neck up, you know, the neck and head, crazy movement. I love it. And with the super bendy shoulder pads, the arms get up that far. And the fact that the shoulder pads are on a ring, if you want to rotate the arm around, you kind of have to grab the shoulder pad at the same time and move it with it. Otherwise, if you move the arm, the shoulder pad will get all wonky. So yeah, see? So if you want to rotate the arm, just grab the shoulder too. So as far as butterfly joints, I can't tell if it's an actual joint tucked way up in there, but there is a little bit of movement at the shoulder, but it's kind of hard to see. He's got single jointed elbows that get just a little bit past 90. And as far as swivels, so there's a swivel at the elbow, the gauntlet will swivel, and the wrist will swivel. And same thing on the left. You got a swivel at the elbow, the gauntlet can swivel, and the wrist can also swivel. And for wrists, he's got an up and down hinge on the right, and a pretty good side to side hinge on the left. And as far as midsection, he's got some twist at the midsection. He's got some pretty decent crunch, some really good back, and some very good side-to-side tilt. He's got an upper thigh swivel, and the holster will just flex right up with the legs, so the legs can get up that far. They go way out, but they don't go back very far. Single knees that get just a hair past 90, and there's a swivel at the knee joint. And as far as feet, they go down about that far. They don't go up very much at all, but you do have some swivel at the ankle. So from top to bottom, this guy's got really good articulation. And as far as accessories, there's the Westar 35 blaster pistol that he comes with. Pretty nice. I mean, it's just like the other ones we've seen. I mean, this one's dark gray, got some brown on the grip. Cool detail in here. Pretty much the same on both sides. Let me see if I can do... Whoa, it's almost like a field sobriety test. There we go. Yeah, pretty much the same on both sides, but it's a cool pistol. All right, so let's see how he holds this pistol. So that goes in. It feels a little bit loose. I think his hand is kind of molded for the rifle, but it does go in. The trigger finger makes it to the trigger, right? Yeah, there's not really a trigger guard, but it's pretty stable. It's not just going to fall out, and I think he looks pretty good holding that. Yeah, that's not a bad look. All right, so next let's see how the holster works. So I'll just unpeg that. So I can get this thing out of the way. This will go in. Well, the holster's pretty snug. Okay, yeah, that goes in very nice. And the peg, yeah, pegs together very well. Okay, that looks good in the holster. And there's a good look at the other blaster that he comes with. Very similar to Boba's EE3, right? Very similar, but the stock is different, the scope is different, and this one has a foregrip. But, you know, there's some nice detail on the grip, on the foregrip, as well as this grip. Nice detail in here. I just kind of wish they had, you know, put some weathering on this or something. But it is a cool weapon, and I think mine's a little bit bowed this way, and I think it's a little bit kind of twisty. I got a bent rangefinder, and I got a bowed blaster. And as far as him holding this, I have found it easier to put the thumb there on top of the stock. Yeah, he just holds it better. There is not enough room for the thumb and the fingers there. So I put the thumb on top, and it works pretty well, I think. He holds that very well. If you put the left hand on the foregrip, yeah, that looks good. Yeah, sort of at a ready stance there. That looks nice. But you know, where this figure really shines is aiming like this. I mean, the stock is right where it should be. From the front, it looks good. From that side, it looks good. Yeah, this is great up here. His elbows are actually pretty good, despite only going just a little past 90. I mean, yeah, this is a really good look for this figure. And of course, firing low like this, I think this looks really good too. I mean, the rifle's nice and close to his body. But again, the fact that you can do this is just awesome. And last but not least, we have the Jetpack. So this is very similar to the one that came with the Loyalist and the Commando, which I think is the Django one, and also on the clone Jet Trooper. It's pretty close to those, with the exception of these jets can articulate, which is kind of nice. And there's also some holes in the bottom if you want to put Boba's flame effects in there. They do fit, but it's a pretty cool sculpt. I like it. I do wish these pegs were a little bit longer. All right, it really doesn't stay on his back very well. This is my only gripe so far, is this jetpack it's just not very secure. I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, 3-peg design. Yeah, it's a good looking jetpack for sure. And like I mentioned, Boba's flame effects do fit. Okay, they do fit. It's a pretty snug fit. You have to be careful. You have to like hold the jet at the same time, because if you push too hard, the jet could possibly flex out and break. But they do go in, and putting it on his back, 3 pegs, but it really it barely sits in there. But that's what that looks like. And I think it looks really good. It does look really good, but if you're handling the figure, it pops out very easily. So that's my only gripe, but it is a good looking jetpack. It's great that they made little holes in the bottom of the jet. I got a bent jet too. All right, so I got a bowed rifle, a bowed rangefinder, and this jet is bowed in. But yeah, this is nice here. I love that they put holes in the bottom of these, because that looks very, very nice. So there he is with the rifle in his hand, just sort of at a ready stance, pistols holstered, and the jetpack is on. What a great looking figure. I'm going to go stick this guy on the shelf and see how he looks there. And there he is. And I think he's a great height. He's about the same height as Mando, about the same height as the client. But man, the colors look so good on the shelf. That blue is just beautiful from all angles. I mean, it just, yeah, what a great looking figure. Got a great shelf presence. I mean, the blue just pops, especially the kind of greenish blue on the helmet there. Just beautiful. And there he is next to Return of the Jedi Boba, so he's about the same size as him. And there he is with Proto Boba and the 40th anniversary Boba. He looks good there between those three. The blue, the green, and the white look awesome. But this is where he's going to stay for right now, and he looks really good there. I am super happy with this figure. So overall, great figure. From top to bottom, from the way it looks, from the way it moves, even to the way it feels. I mean, the rubberiness of this armor has such a cool feel to it. He holds his weapons well. I mean, he just looks so good. I mean, my only complaint is maybe the jetpack could be a little more stable. It does come off fairly easily, I think. I mean, at least this one does. But yeah, that's kind of my only real gripe. Well, apart from the fact I got a bowed blaster, a bowed rangefinder, and a bent jet. Yeah, other than that, great figure. I mean, it looks really good on the shelf. Yeah, top to bottom, it's a top-notch figure. But I want to hear from you guys, so please comment below and let me know what you think of the Death Watch Mandalorian from The Mandalorian. And if you like videos on Star Wars The Black Series, please consider dropping a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and please turn on notifications. I'd certainly appreciate it. And I just thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.